Because there's nothing worse than being an upstream maintainer and then having someone come to you and go, "This doesn't work," and then you going, "Yeah, because you're using it in this really obscure way that I've never heard of," or like, "Yes, because you're 19 years out of date."
Right, right.
Report that to somebody else because I can't fix it. And that's the worst thing to say to someone. I hate saying that to people. I hate turning around to someone and going, "I can't fix your problem. Go somewhere else to get that sorted."
Yeah. But, you can't solve every problem.
No. I don't know if you saw, but like my whole thing about desktops, someone turned around and said, "Well, make your own then." And so I kind of went, "Fine, I will." Did you see that?
No, but I saw other comments being like, "Why are you complaining? Fix the code yourself." It's just like,
hold on, let me send you something in chat.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind.
Go right ahead. But it's just like
it's not inappropriate, I promise.
Okay, sure. But it's just like, yeah, if you have problems with it and like your screen reader breaks, like, like, I think people they're unable to think of how you approach a problem unless like outside of themselves. It's like they think that everybody else is capable of like doing the same things they can do.
Yeah, exactly.
DINA is not aesthetics. Stripped down accessibility fork of DWM tailored for blind users and screen reader workflows. Okay.
Someone said make it yourself.
All right then. Sure.
I got so annoyed at the do-it-yourself people. It's just like, fine. I will.
This is cool.
The commit history is awful.
Oh no. Okay.
Look at the...
Well, you can't tell me that now. Wait. Looks fine to me. I'm not
the way I write commits, people are always like, "Stop writing your commits like this."
Oh, the commits
No
themselves.
one does that anymore. What?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what do you mean no one does that anymore?
People are like, people don't write commits like long-form commit messages anymore. Stop doing it.
Wait, they're complaining that you're doing the thing you're supposed to do. That...
People are like, yeah, there's a couple of people who have been like, no one writes git commits like that.
Oh my god.
There was one person who sent me a DM that basically said, "Who are you, Linus?"
I don't know, look at like the GNOME project. They do fairly long commit messages. Look at
I just feel like, and I don't remember where this message was, but literally someone was like, "Who are you, Linus?" It was in one of the Discord servers because someone asked me like, I'm in a couple of the Discord servers and my post gained traction in one of them. And someone looked at my Discord profile and like found that I was like linked to this, and they're like, "So what are you doing about it?" And I sent that. Like, here's what I'm doing about it. Like, I'm just making my own experience because...
That reminds me of something. So, I did see a comment on my video where someone was like, "Oh, why is he just whining about... Like, why is he just complaining about not fixing it?"
Is this when I was fixing the out-of-memory bug?
Yes, it was literally the moment you sent me that message. And he was also like, "Oh, so I have a friend of mine who... now works for the KDEV doing accessibility stuff."
And it was I saw your podcast on that.
Yeah.
Because I gotta be honest with you, I followed your channel and your podcasts for like ages. Anyway, and I did not expect you to actually make a video about like my stuff. I just kind of went, "Oh, this is coincidental," because like I didn't click on your video right away. I was like, "Huh, this is a weird title."
Right.
And then I clicked on it and was like, "What? What?"
I do a video on part 2 as well coming out.
Oh, do you? Cool.
Soon.
Awesome.
I forgot. I was gonna do it last week, and then I got sidetracked, and I didn't do it last week. And you haven't released part 3 yet, so it's still the latest one of the numbered series. So I'm still I'm not late.
Yeah, no. Well, no, it's not. The interlude is the latest one.
Okay, but like the interlude's not numbered, so
okay.
I'll take it as a win.
Fair enough. Take the W. All right.
But yeah, he was like,
Um,
why is this like? Because he's like, you've watched the episode. For anyone who hasn't, he's a game dev, does indie stuff. It's like, oh, why is this whiny game dev complaining about like, or thinking it's so special that he does like he works on a game while blind, and it's just like he's literally employed by the KDE EV now to work on this problem. Like he's not just complaining about the problem that exists.
the stuff that he has done is amazing, by the way. I'm one of those terrifying people. I run my desktop environments from Git. Because, especially if I'm reporting issues, right?
Sure.
I'm going to specify this right now. Fair. If I'm reporting issues to a project, I'm running the Git version of the project.
Yeah. When I mess around with Cosmic, I do the same thing.
Yeah. I run the Git version of whatever it is. The changes that has been made to like Kwin and some of the KDE applications, great stuff. It's still not perfect yet. But I am so happy they hired someone to do this.
You have someone like I think the problem that you have with any sort of approach to this problem is most of the people working on the problem are not. Well, they might be dogfooding it for the purpose of testing, but they're not people who directly rely on it. So if like say if I was writing a screen reader, like if a screen reader breaks, I can fix that fairly easily. But if you're in a situation where you require it, like that's a whole like different level of ensuring that things don't break.
And sure, people can like say like, oh, use OCR to help you fix it.
Sure.
But not all situations lend themselves to that.
Yeah, assuming there's an error message.
Yeah, and also assuming you have a screen, because this is what my primary computer is.
What is that? Okay.
This is what I use.
It's a keyboard.
It has no screen at all.
Oh, like it's like a keyboard attached to what?
No, it's literally the computer is in the keyboard.
Oh, what is that?
It's called the Luna. It was a Kickstarter project, and I backed it because I was like, "This is the coolest thing." And I was like, "I want to know if this runs Linux." And it basically is exactly what I need in a computer. It has a keyboard, and it has ports, and it has a battery, and it goes really tiny, so I can put it in a pocket. I don't want anything else.
That is really cool. Oh my god, they had a tiny goal, and they wow.
Yeah, they smashed it. There's some controversy at the moment because some backers didn't get their units.
I've never seen a Kickstarter where that doesn't happen.
I got both of mine. So, yeah, I feel bad for the people who didn't get, but also, this is such a cool project.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they get all that stuff sorted out.
I had to get at least one. And then I had to get two, because I was like, I'm going to probably rely on one of these things, and then I'm going to want to do dev work on another one.
Well, like, clearly they made a product, right? Like, it's not like... There's been plenty of Kickstarters where, like, they don't finish things, they don't get production ready, things don't get shipped out. Like, there's clearly a real thing here. So hopefully they can get all those issues sorted out with people not getting the stuff when they're supposed to get them.
It's designed for like VR use cases where like someone's plugging in VR glasses.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like it's not designed for blind users. It's designed for people who want to plug in VR glasses and whatever. And I kind of went, yeah, but what if?
That's that actually makes a lot of sense. But no, that is a really cool device. Because this is taking the mini PC to the like as extreme as you can go.
Yeah, it is. Before that, I used a MacBook, and I've always had this thing with laptops. I've always had this thing with minimalism. The more minimal thing I can carry, the better.
Right.
That does what I need it to do. Now, if something is really small, but like I can't run full Linux on it. No, doesn't work for me. Sorry. Like I would say a Raspberry Pi is usable. I've done it. There's a project for the blind that is a Raspberry Pi with a Braille keyboard, essentially. It's a CM4 with a Braille keyboard on it. and I've used that, and I like that, and I've contributed code to that. But sometimes I want to compile something that doesn't take 6 hours.
Fair enough.
I want to compile the kernel in less than a day. Come on.
Right. Now I can understand that.